Welcome, guys, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about the most anticipated games of E3, and here we have a list of our top 10.
13, Joe.
Oh,
I had to
13.
add some more because Joe's got a few, I got a few, and we want to see if your list is similar to ours. So, yeah.
So I'm going to be sending out AJ over here. He's going to get all the nitty-gritty.
I will be on Jeff Cayley. I want to thank Jeff Cayley and YouTube and his show for bringing me out there YouTube live at E3. Where we'll be probably going over the Microsoft conference. I don't know why he keeps pitting me against Microsoft, but okay. So stay tuned for that content. Angry Army, please show up and live watch that on YouTube. I'll give you the link when it's ready to go live. Follow us on social media.
Are you gonna go to CD Projekt Red?
Joe, yes. But don't ruin anything over here on the damn list.
They're gonna have a little private thing.
Shh,
no, okay, all right. That's
we'll
nice.
see. So, okay, so let's start the list off. I increased it to 13 because I put on a few here. Kingdom. So let's just get started with our top list. Go. Number 13, Kingdom Hearts 3. This is a surprise pick from me because I don't know jack about Kingdom Hearts.
We haven't played it.
I haven't played it. But I tell you what, because they did something similar to what they did in Final Fantasy 15, which we played, you know, with the boy band, but they're doing like action. And so I saw, you know, different elements of the levels that looked a little bit more engaging to me rather than, you know, the sort of traditional JRPG or some of the old systems that they do. So because it's a little bit more action oriented and because Disney, the empire that Disney is now adding so many new properties,
yeah.
I'm wondering,
they own everything.
I know, are we gonna see you know, Star Wars up in there? We're gonna see Marvel up in there.
That'd be pretty sweet.
In addition to the Donald and the Goofy and the, you know, all these other levels. Now, there's a lot of well-known annoying levels from some of the previous Kingdom Hearts. So I'm interested into seeing if we're gonna revisit some of the old levels from the games, or is it gonna be geared more towards new fans like me and other Joe who have never played a single one. Because if you're coming in at 3, I'm a little worried that I'm gonna be so freaking lost, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I hope it's tailored to both. We'll see.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Number 12 is my pick with Fallout. Come on.
Yeah,
Fallout.
76. Fallout. I have lost many girlfriends over Fallout. They've broken up with me.
It will consume you.
And it's funny, at different points in my life when it was top-down Fallout, lost a girlfriend, and then it was in the engaging, what was it, Emily or Madison, I lost it, because that's all I played. So,
well, you might lose another one.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Well, I gotta get one again first before I lose another one. But yeah,
this one, not much has been said. There is a lot of speculations. Might be online survival.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's why I'm gonna send him out.
Perfect opportunity to check out what it is.
Yeah.
Would you be disappointed if it was, you know, 500 players, Rust, you know, Ark kind of, you know, build stuff? What would you want? Do you want single player? Because there might be single player.
I love role-playing games, single-player games, but there's so many of these coming out on E3 that I was looking at. So I'm not opposed to something new here.
Okay.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right.
So, coming at my number 11, to tie it in kind of close to Fallout, is Metro. This is basically a post-apocalyptic. It's like a couple years after Last Light, and
which I loved Last Light.
Yeah,
I like the Metro series.
And basically, this is gonna be you're gonna fight hostiles and new crazy creatures. So they're pretty excited about their weather system, and like it's gonna look very dynamic.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff on it. Like you're kind of centered around a train. You're traveling from area to area on this train. So that is gonna give us an opportunity to get around quicker and get to different locations.
That's
so that
awesome.
I'm excited.
Quick travel.
And then I think they also, I think they also removed some of the like scarcity. Like I think you're using bullets is you know, money, and they're not gonna do that no more. Now you're just gonna have plenty of ammunition to kill the things, which is good.
I like killing things.
Yeah,
right?
What I want from this is I want this to dip into horror a lot, because remember one of my favorite parts.
Too. So
terrible at stealth.
We're terrible at that.
But I wanted to dip in there. You know that segment where you're in the sewer and there's fucking spiders or whatever those things were? And yeah, so I want many more of those elements and much more. So we're super excited for Metro Exodus.
Number 10.
Samurai. You are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this.
Number 10, my pick here, Ghost of Tsushima. This comes out of nowhere. It is basically almost a historically accurate open world, Japanese, samurais, ninjas. Yes, it's about the Mongolian invasion on one of these smaller islands. So it can tell a real nice isolated story with one general coming in with his army, and then you trying to be the insurgency, I guess, and stop him. And this is by, I think, Sucker Punch Studios, which, you know, I never really got into, what is it, the Son of Infamous, you know, the Infamous series.
Oh,
I was kind of playing
tried
Prototype at the time. You remember Prototype? But yeah, there was solid foundation there, but I just wasn't into the universe. This is what I was asking for in Assassin's Creed, Joe.
I was about to say, Assassin's Creed, you taking some notes?
And so, fuck them. I don't need that game no more, because I got it here. Open world Japanese RPG, samurai armor, ninjas, all that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited. Now, again, talking about stealth, there's probably going to be stealth elements in this game. So we're going to be the worst at that. But it'll still be fun to play, and so yeah. But honestly, I think Ghost of Tsushima has the ability to tell a really compelling story and be sort of Red Dead Redemption in Japan, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. So really looking forward to it.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9 is Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay, yeah. So this is not announced. We don't know anything.
There's some rumors.
But there's rumors that there's gonna be a Mortal Kombat announcement. It's about right.
I think Ed tweeted something about
it. That time. Yeah. Well, it was still, you know, well, if there isn't, it's gonna be a huge disappointment, I think. And obviously, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. We've tried to review almost all of them since our show's been out. And as you know, we're working on a Mortal Kombat miniatures game, plug. So I don't know how this is going to affect that. I'm like, oh shit, I got to throw all my work away and then restart with these new characters. But no, it's probably going to take this game like a year or two to come out, right? So then we can do like an expansion if we want to work together. So I'm going to really try to find Ed over there and try to get an interview or something and talk to him about it. What are we going to do in the Mortal Kombat universe? Because it's been rebooted, you know? And we're in like this new alternate reality. Quan Chi is fucking dead. You know, so Scorpion has gone through his inner demons already. And Raiden's evil now or something towards the end. Oh no, Liu Kang and Katana are like Emperor and Empress.
Bring it all.
So it's gonna be super interesting. What I'm wondering is, are they gonna go to the Armageddon? Because there's been some Mortal Kombat games where like, Dagon, in fact, you know, just names that nobody remembers, you know what I mean? Like, what's that guy?
Exactly.
That's the rip-off Ken Cobra or something like that. He's a rip-off Ken Masters. You remember that? He was like a karate master. Anyway, are we gonna see Armageddon? Are they gonna do that and bring in some characters, or at least like that Dragon King? So excited for it because we know NetherRealms knows how to tell a story in fighting game, and yeah. So let's see what they bring to the table with Mortal Kombat.
Number 8.
Coming in at number 8 is Anthem, which I'm kind of on the fence about.
Yeah.
They have to come out swinging with this. They have to.
That's why we put it high up there, because there's some expectations, and if you don't deliver on these expectations, and you show this wrong, you're coming off the battlefront to micro transactions, and so we're wondering, how does transactions factor into this? Is there a season pass? Are you going to be screwing people over? Obviously, it looks like a Destiny formula. It looks like EA's Destiny. They want to do... And I'm just really surprised at how BioWare is kind of dropping off.
Exactly. That's what I was like. Everyone's like kind of jumping ship. It's like, is there something we should be worried about?
Yeah, BioWare, should we be worried about you? So this is like the game that you have the opportunity to show us, no, we're still BioWare, we still kick ass. It's gonna be crazy, Joe. I don't know. Like, you see this guy jumping off and he's flying down, but like, is the world really that open, or are we gonna have to fly that far back up every single time? It's gonna be kind of annoying to go back to the cities, don't you think?
Some loot boxes, like, oh, it's easy to travel now with these cool jetpacks.
Loot box fast travel or something.
Oh no.
But there are some fascinating elements to the world. They've got that walking robot that was at the beginning, and it's almost like a giraffe-looking thing, and yeah, and I think that
obviously I'm gonna be the Colossus.
A bigger
two types, the Ranger and the Colossus. Oh, I'm gonna be the tank.
Oh, I hope there's way more than two. Well, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That I know of.
Yeah, I'm gonna be damage dealer, and we'll see. So as long as the story is coherent, where Destiny wasn't, and the gameplay is fun, and the microtransactions aren't built into the progression, then I will be interested.
Number 7.
Coming in at number 7 is Battlefield 5. I am super excited because I got to see 3 hours of it before that sort of Trevor Noah thing. Yeah, and I will be at EA Plays, and I will get gameplay footage, and that's gonna be the real kicker. Does it actually feel like it looked for those 3 hours? And I will report to you guys. And God, Judd, I don't know if you know about some of the drama that was going on, where I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. I thought it was just really oh, they were upset with there's a woman on the cover, which there are some weird kind of creepos that are that upset over that, where they're like, my grandpa's memory is completely fucked now. It's like, no, it was never intended to be historically accurate. They said that in that 3-hour sort of thing, that we're telling these untold stories, we're going a little bit different, but then the message got mixed. The message got mixed because they did say now historically accurate, but with the Tides of War modes where they're actually doing stuff, a little more historical battles. So they want to do both, and I really, really think that's an awesome idea, because you saw that trailer, and here's where I'm starting to think some people have a point. It's not all, like weirdos downvoting the video. It's some of them like legitimately like sort of the more grounded and based realism that has been in the battlefields, and that trailer looked like it was a Call of Duty trailer, you know? And a single player Call of Duty, over the top, everything falling on the ground but it was because and they've said this, they wanted to show like each and every individual element. So each and every individual element, you saw something just randomly towing something. You saw like a plane falling, well, there's new falling animations for the planes. All sorts of stuff like this that they try to jam pack in the trailer. So we'll see if it actually ends up being like a Call of Duty in its single player, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Why? Because Call of Duty this year has no single player. So there.
I can't believe that.
I know, right? So you get the best of both worlds while still maintaining the squad play and some of the realistic play that we all know and love from Battlefield 5. So, and honestly, and they're evolving all their systems while Call of Duty is basically following hot trends. And I really don't want Call of Duty to outsell. Yeah, I know. And to reward that kind of behavior versus Battlefield.
Well, it's like we can do the bare minimum and profit goes sky high.
This is why I have been defending Battlefield 5 against these people and say, wait till it comes out, you know. And if you're one of those that absolutely do not want women in the game at all, for whatever reason, go play Postscriptum, which is this really hyper realistic war. It's super fun. So check that game out.
Number 6.
All right, so number 6 on my list is Death Stranding. Okay, this is Kojima.
Of course.
Free from the shackles.
It's his time to shine.
It's his time to shine with Sony. They're probably letting him run wild. Of course they are, because I've seen Guillermo del Toro in it. We've got Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, and this game is crazy. But I expect to see some gameplay here because I still have no fucking clue what this game is. But I have faith in him, and I really think at this point he's mixing in elements of the silent PT. Remember how much we like PT? I hope he mixes some elements into this game from PT and really make it something interesting. But it's just one of those fascinating worlds from a bizarre mind that you want to explore, and we want to know more. We want to see gameplay. We want to see all that kind of stuff.
I know what it's about.
It's about a baby.
Oh yeah.
And
I tried
invisible monsters.
It's like between life and death, and then maybe the upside down world, like in Stranger Things.
Have you seen Mads Mikkelsen in it? He's like always plays villains and stuff, so he's in it. And then they were talking about some sort of online incorporation, where maybe there's an online element to it and people have to work together on stuff to get things accomplished, which kind of sounds like PT, because remember how like everybody had to work together to figure out what is in the game and like how exploring different things. I don't know what's going on. I do think you could die multiple times and you keep coming back from that underwater world. I don't know. Tell us. This is why we put this one on the list so high, because we want to know more. What the hell is the game? Show us.
Number 5.
So, number 5, you're the one who told me about this game. I'm not sure what it is, but you said it's Bethesda.
Yeah.
They make great games.
Yes, RPGs.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Starfield, aren't you? Yeah.
Tell me.
So I teased Joe with this. I was like, I'm hearing rumors of this project called Starfield, which is Bethesda, the same people that do, Fallout, which Joe really likes, and Elder Scroll, which Joe really likes. In our opinion, the best RPGs out there. And here's the thing. So this one is a sci-fi one. Rumored that you will be, exploring different planets and going places.
Space.
Well, I don't know. Fallout's post-apocalyptic. I have no idea. Here's the thing. We don't know jack about Starfield, and I don't know jack. So that's why, but the potential for this one is so high. And I think Bethesda this year, their showcase could potentially beat Microsoft, beat Sony, beat Nintendo.
Yeah, because what was it? I think I saw something that's like, yeah, we're working on Elder Scrolls 6. That's later on. But right now we're working on 2.
Who said that? Oh, that was last year, I think, right? Don't tell me they're not going to do Elder Scrolls this year.
They said it's still coming, but it's still a while.
Okay, well, don't ruin my
this
thing.
might be one of them.
Maybe you. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, maybe we'll get a little bit of Starfield teases to hold people over until next year, and we'll get that. Okay, well, we'll see. So Starfield, a sci-fi RPG from Bethesda. Very exciting.
Number 4.
What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig.
Bon appetito.
I want every fucking cop in this fucking city after that fucking bastard!
Number 4, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Joe. So at first, I've never played the first one, I'll admit it, so I'm coming in fresh. I don't care about the first one. I know I just got a bunch of downvotes because I know it's a well-loved series,
I saw the trailer, I had no idea what it was.
Yeah. Well, I know. That was a teaser trailer, but it did get me excited, and my imagination ran wild. Like, what kind of game is this? Could you literally go to different planets? Or it looked like almost Fifth Element, had that kind of feel to it, and like sort of he was stealing, artifacts or something. I don't know. And then there are spaceships, and then you can go to different planets, and there's treasure maps, and I'm like, what the fuck? No way. And that game could have been anything, right? But Joe, you're the one that actually, showed me that gameplay, or you pulled up a gameplay.
Yeah.
And this thing looks crazy, guys. And some of it's already working. I mean, they got the little monkey character flying around. You've got a ship. You've got a smaller ship you could store in your bigger ships. You could get different ships. All your crew is in there, and then he zooms out. And he zooms out in scale.
That was fucking crazy.
He puts the monkey on top of a statue's head, and then he zooms out and he's in fucking space. And then he goes into outer space and he goes back down, and there's like no loading. And we're like, oh my God, is this going to be No Man's Sky kind of thing?
It already looked way better.
Way better. It looks way better. And this game is never coming out. Consider Star Citizen, which still isn't out. And you've got this game, so I don't know. Ubisoft has the potential to just blow people away and bring that next IP that we love so much, like Elder Scrolls, right? With this franchise. Yes, it may not look like the old Beyond Good and Evil. It may not share a whole lot of stuff with that, but I do think it does try to pay homage, or at least bring some of those elements in here, but just in this wide open sort of galactic setting. And I'm just wondering, can this even work?
We'll make a pirate crew.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You could be like, it's like Sea of Thieves and No Man's Sky, and then storytelling combined, like a Grand Theft Auto with a ship and space. And a monkey who tells jokes. So it's gonna be really interesting, guys. And there's picture taking, and you can have conversations with NPCs. It just sounds way too ambitious, and I just don't know if this game is going to deliver, so we need to see. And that was back in 2017. They showed the public that trailer where nobody believed it, but behind closed doors, they were showing an actual gameplay demo. So now it's been a year, so we should see something on stage, this gameplay.
I want you to be front and center.
Convince people. I will be front and center. We'll see, guys. All right, so that's going to be Ubisoft's big one, and can they use that one to compete with Bethesda? Because it looks like Bethesda's going to be super strong this year.
Number 3.
Number 3, we have Elder Scrolls 6.
Yes. Where is it? You told us it'd be Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls. Well, guess what? There was Fallout, Elder Scrolls. Give it to us. Don't just shut up.
Do you think they're gonna kind of do it later and do your games that you're talking about?
Which one? Starfield?
Yeah.
And then shows Fallout 76 and Starfield? They better not. They better not.
Later on.
in the same showcase?
Maybe.
Show it in the same showcase? Well, it would be a disappointment if they don't at least mention it or talk about it. They have to. I would get up and I would leave. You know.
You have to be like, hey, what about Elder Elder Scrolls.
Oh, right. Okay, so listen for me at the end. What about Elder Scrolls? Well, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna show off. They're gonna show a new expansion for the MMO, which here's a lot better. But frankly, I'm tired of it. I want Elder Scrolls. I want mainline Elder Scrolls.
Exactly.
I want to return to that world from the studio that I know and like. And yes, you can return the world right now with the MMO, and that's great. And like I said, I think Bethesda's gonna have a killer show this year. If they show Fallout 76 and Starfield and like Doom 2 and Rage 2, which they have, and DLC for something, and then, or like I think there's Prey DLC, and then end it with Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6, that would win it.
You'll lose it.
That would win it. That would win the whole show. So, we don't know shit about Elder Scrolls 6, other than it's going to be a 10 out of 10.
We'll keep you posted.
No, we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep you posted, guys. All right, so that's it.
Number 2.
You have got to keep faith. They will not crush us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers.
Topping the charts in number 2, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, I should be wearing my Red Dead shirt. I have a Red Dead Redemption shirt and nobody else has. It was
yeah, you're not wearing it, of course.
I know, but a moth started to eat. Oh, god damn it! Look at that, boy. But I think, what is it? A moth has started to eat it. No!
It's a huge ass moth.
Yeah, I have moth, so I gotta get some mothballs up in here. But yeah, so Red Dead Redemption 2, huge fan of the original.
Looking forward to this.
It was like, I can't wait till they do Western open world ride like Grand Theft Auto. Here comes Rockstar. Not only do they deliver that, but it is amazing. It has an amazing story. It has amazing side quests. It has dynamic storytelling. It had great DLC. It had multiplayer. And this, I was gonna give it a 9 or a 10 without multiplayer, and then they did multiplayer. So, wow, it was amazing. And then they went on to do Grand Theft Auto 5, which was also amazing. But then they did the monetization on Grand Theft Auto Online. And then, and then we're starting to be like, oh man, start like getting some anti-gamer practices. What's happening with these shark cards or whatever they were calling those? Is that going to seep into Red Dead Redemption 2?
I really hope it doesn't. But
the online component. But here's the greatest thing, is I know that they have the integrity to keep that shit out of the single player. So at bare minimum, if you're worried about that, you can just play the single player, right? And it'd be an amazing story, and hopefully they'll have just as good side quests. They'll have dynamic stuff, and it'll tell a great story. But can it really tell a good story without John Marston? I mean, we're not John Marston.
Yeah, we're following, what is it, Arthur Morgan now?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, basically it's, the West is pretty much already explored.
Oh, I know, and that's another thing. It's like, I love the glory days of the West.
The gunslingers,
it's done.
The gunslingers are dying down.
They're dying down. So it's going to be a swan song. And it's going to be bittersweet to see this age end and us to go down in a hail of gunfire. But oh man, I can't wait, Joe, if we could like do
dueling is going to be, they said it's going to be better mechanics for the gunplay. And you could customize weapons.
Oh, and of course the graphics are gonna be better, even though the graphics were already pretty damn good.
I actually been playing it recently, preparing myself again.
Yeah. But the graphics are a little rougher.
Yeah, it's a
little rougher than you thought.
Something's gotta hold me over.
Yeah, but we're super excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. We're hoping that they show gameplay. We've seen the story trailers. We've seen this. And Rockstar's really good at making those videos. Here's what you're going to do. And they have that narrator, and then he goes through what he does. But also, I want to know online. I want to know, are you going to be microtransactioning me to death in Red Dead Redemption 2 online? So, we shall see. Huge hype behind. Only one game can top Red Dead Redemption 2. What game could that possibly be?
Number 1.
hands.
Cyberpunk 2077. 76.
I get mine a year earlier.
What? Let me play, Joe. I think it's 77.
Ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything.
Or 76, what a 77.
77.
And we are so excited. CD Projekt Red, of course, made Witcher 3, Witcher 2, Witcher. They are a badass company, okay? Oh, yeah. These guys hold the same values that we all do. They're not gonna microtransaction you to death. They're not gonna tie that to progression. They're going to give you substantial DLC and expansions if they do them and that kind of stuff. And for them to be the caretakers of this cyberpunk world, I'm so happy because a lot of the work is already done for them because of the author of Cyberpunk and the RPGs. So they don't need to spend all this time creating these things. They can spend time refining the things, bringing them to life, improving on them.
So excited for the world.
Yeah, and you know the detail that these guys really, and they care and they love their games. But we really don't know what it is other than it's an RPG. Is it going to feel like Witcher? Is there going to be a character?
They have a bigger team working on this.
Oh, yeah? Are we that lady in the trailer that has the augments on her arms that are sort of like that come out and maybe she's a military, you know, robot and then they've caught her and police are shooting at her and shit? Or are we a police officer flying around in this, you know, Blade Runner
Yeah,
thing?
we're gonna find these deviants.
Or do you just create your own character? It's got to be creating your own character. And now that I think about it, right? Because Geralt was great.
Amazing.
Of Rivia, right? And it made the game better because we really like him. But I just wanted to make my own character. And I think we're finally going to get that here. And I hope that they show us more of the character customization. Because they have. And now I'm remembering. It's coming back to me. You know. And I hope that they show substantially some gameplay this time. I want it on the streets.
That's why you go to the private room.
I never told you that. What am I going to a private room? I said...
No, I heard.
I know the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to the private room.
What?
If I find them, I'll try to. The only thing I know is like, hey guys, you're going to be there. And they said yes. And I was like, let's go have some drinks. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pull them in, get them a little, and then ask some questions. You see what I'm saying?
Or
so...
see what they're going to talk about.
No, see, that's bullshit. You don't want to go to those because they're prepared. You want to get them and have fun.
Right,
do all that. Well, now I ruined it because they know I'm coming. So anyways.
Put this out later.
Shoot. But yeah, no, I want to know all the nitty gritty. So guys, tell me the things that you want to know about this game, about any of the games on the list. I'm going to be at E3. I'm going to be running the floor. I'm old, I'm tired, I'm fat. You know, I've been sitting on the computer. I'm gonna work out with Joe some more, but it's gonna start today. I'm running back and forth between those halls. So let me know what you wanna know, which games you wanna see interviews for, all that stuff. And I'm just so excited because I think this E3 feels to me way more exciting than the last E3.
The game lineup itself looks fantastic.
I mean, and I really, and I'm going to be talking about Microsoft at the YouTube Live at E3 with Jeff Cayley, but if Microsoft really needs to bring it this year, man.
Poke him with the sticks, like, do something. Do something.
Yes! The technical specs, the most powerful console ever, those are all great things, but if you don't have the games to back it up, nobody's going to care.
Yeah, no one's going to sell.
Who's going to care? It's like the best way to play. The best way to play what? I got all the multi-platform games and exclusives over on Sony's side. And we don't want Microsoft to fall behind. We really don't, because competition creates all these, creates that sense of urgency for Sony to do this. So Microsoft, wake up. Please don't let it just be Halo 6 and Gears of War 7 or whatever the Gears of War is on, right? Alright guys, so that's it for this top 10 list. Thank you so much for watching. Laid back style here, and then we're going to bring you plenty of content. Joe's going to be here. He's going to be able to send some rapid fire reviews my way while I'm there. I'll do some vlogs while I'm there, and then just get all the interviews together and put them out once I get back. Okay, guys? So E3, road to E3. Let's do it. It's going to be exciting. And
ready for this?
Good time to be a gamer. Hell yeah. See you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.